Hello, hello, hello. Today we are going to be doing a special stream for Spooktober. We're going to be in Minecraft, obviously, doing only spooky structures or Halloween themed structures. So like maybe we're going to be building like gigantic pumpkins or a spooky house or a giant skull and crossbones, or even a giant skeleton. But only like Halloween / spooky type things that we're going to be building for today. We are going to be in creative mode, so that way we have all of the options of colors, because it's kind of hard to be able to make things if you don't have a bunch of color options. So I think right off the bat, maybe we should make a cute jack-o'-lantern, like with some awesome orange. We can have it be with like, I don't know, should we have it be actually on fire? Or should we have it... Wow, this music is loud. Hold on. Should we have it be actually on fire? Or maybe like yellow to make it look like there's fire inside? We're gonna make a gigantic pumpkin to start us off with, though. I feel like we need like multiple oranges. It's gonna be we'll figure out how to make a giant pumpkin. I'm thinking we want it to be like a semi-circle, so maybe like every like two, I don't know. I don't want it to be too circular. We're kind of going for like lumpy pumpkin vibes. But hello everybody. One thing I want to hear a lot about today is what your guys' like favorite thing about like Spooktober is, and Halloween and scary things, if that's your vibe. I know not everybody super loves like Halloween type stuff and different things like that. Like I know, for example, one of my brothers, Halloween is like his least favorite holiday ever since he was a kid. I'm not entirely sure why he hates it so much. You know, maybe this pumpkin's too symmetrical to start us off with, is it? I don't want it perfect pumpkins. Perfect pumpkins are boring. Maybe we'll just have it come out a little. Yeah, maybe we'll start the first one off with being super symmetrical, and then we can make some more lumpy pumpkins throughout it. I think lumpy pumpkins definitely look more realistic, but they definitely look more cutesy if they're symmetrical. But to get us off started, one of my favorite things about like the Halloween season and Spooktober and all of that in general is I really love like obviously like horror games and stuff like that. I've always really been into horror since I was a kid. I don't know why, but one of my like main reactions to getting scared is to laugh. My mom always thought that was like the funniest thing, is that like getting jump scared, or like somebody pops out to scare you, like because they were hiding behind a corner, anything like that, always has made me like bust up laughing as like my fear response, I guess. Over the years, especially when I lived... Hold on. My cat doesn't like it when I stream because I talk a lot louder than normal. But over the years, as I got older, my fear response definitely got more towards fight instead of flight. And I think it was largely because there was a section of time where I lived alone when I was in college. I moved back home with my family after that, but there was a large section of time when I lived alone, and I think that kind of made me have more of a fight response rather than flight. I think I told you guys this story on stream before, but like I would always go on like nighttime walks, and then there was a situation where I was out on a nighttime walk. It was like 3 or 4 a.m. and I was just like, you know, enjoying myself. I had headphones in, having a great time out. Like, I don't know, I lived in a college town, so it was really pretty to just go like on nighttime walks by yourself. So I'd go most nights, And then that specific night, I was over by some residential area that I've never been in before, and unfortunately, apparently it was like sketchy neighborhood. It didn't look sketchy or anything, but I ended up getting chased. So there was a while where there was this guy who was wearing a hood, and it was pretty dark, so it was hard to make out too much of it. But shoot, I think I should have made this a little bit, like it's too straight down. I think it needs to come out more. But anyways, I got chased by a guy in a hood. It was definitely scary. And so I think that helped me have more of a fight response rather than a flight response, if that makes sense. I'm gonna nuke the entire bottom level of this. But anyways, for that story, obviously nothing bad happened. I ran for a bit because I was chased, but I'm actually surprisingly fast, so I actually outran my attacker. And so everything ended up being fine in that regard. And then, of course, I called the police. I had a nice police officer come pick me up and drive me back to my dorm because I didn't want to walk home in that area just because in case there were more problems than just the one that I saw. But overall, I mean, I still went on night walks after that. Because I do really just love night walks, and it was a really pretty area to do night walks, so it's not like it traumatized me in any way, but I do think in general it made my fight or flight response be a little bit more geared towards fight. I obviously didn't fight the guy or anything crazy like that. I wasn't trying to get in a fist fight with a bad guy, but I don't know, it's just one of those situations where you realize what your instincts would be in a bad scenario, because I always kind of assumed that if I was in a bad situation or if there was actual impending danger, I kind of figured that I would have more of the freeze reaction, not the fight reaction kind of a thing. But as adrenaline's pumping and there are different problems, I realized I was a lot more geared towards, there's a guy chasing me right now, I gotta stop him. And it ended up being good that I called the police, because I think if I had to have run much longer than that I would have tried to fight, but I have no ability to fight. So it wouldn't have gone well if I had attempted to fight. Also, I have no idea how to make this pumpkin more circular, you know? I think we're just gonna have to commit to some obscurities. Yeah, because there's gonna have to be some weird corners things going on, because what are you gonna do right there? I guess you could just kind of fill it in like that. I don't know, maybe we would do that. Hard to know, hard to say how to do, but we'll figure it out. But I would love to hear some of your guys' reactions, your thoughts. If you've ever had a scary situation like that where maybe your life was somewhat in danger or was legitimately in danger, either way, if you have anything you want to share on that topic, I would love to hear about it, if you're willing to share, obviously. I know everyone has kind of a different reaction to those kind of scenarios, and so if yours is traumatizing or if bad things happen, obviously you don't need to feel the need to share about that. We're gonna do a time set today just because I don't like building in the dark. I want to be able to see my magnificent pumpkin. But if you are just arriving, welcome in, welcome in. We were just discussing some, are we on orange? Which one did we do last? I think we're actually supposed to, maybe I did it right. I think we did it right. Everything's fine. Alright, we're gonna have to look from above. Alright, we have orange. We'll just call it clay and wool. So right there, see the 3? We have clay. wool. I think we did it right. 3, 2, 2, 3, 2. Okay. I think we're good on that. So our pumpkin should look half symmetrical, but obviously it can't be too symmetrical because as it bends, it's going to look less like it. Maybe I should have made my pumpkin a little taller. Maybe we'll just make this part go up a little bit more. The cool thing about pumpkins is that they kind of look all different directions anyways. So whatever you do is probably going to look mostly pumpkin-like anyways. Oh, except for that. Although, have you guys seen those really weird, like, warty-looking pumpkins? I'm not sure what they're called, but they literally look like they're just covered in warts. But that's, like, their natural state of being. Like, they're not moldy or anything. That's just how they're supposed to be. But either way, they're kind of gross, in my opinion. Kind of funny looking, though. I kind of want to see what happens if someone carves a warty pumpkin and how that's supposed to look. Also, I was wondering, I was thinking about doing, like, half Minecraft, half Phasmophobia for today. Or we could just stay on Minecraft structures the whole time, which I'm totally fine with. Because Minecraft is very lovely. Oh no, you wouldn't actually see that at all. I sense a problem. But it's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Part of this, spooky structures thing we're doing of only Halloween themed structures is we're gonna see if we can actually figure out how to make things look right. If they even look somewhat like they were meant to look, I'm gonna count it as a win, bro. See, this is the same problem right here. But if this looks somewhat like a pumpkin when we're done, then success. We actually don't need that, but, oh, at least this one's corners like that. Okay, we're getting progress. It's gonna look like a pumpkin one day. Well, actually, today might be the day that it looks like a pumpkin, because it looks mostly like a pumpkin, yeah? Okay, from the side view, it do be looking like a pumpkin mostly. You know, it's got some differences. It's not totally unique to itself. I think we need to start rounding off the top. So I'm thinking one more going in, and then we'll make, like, the top section. I think that's what we want. So we're gonna start, like, right, maybe, like, right here. Now, I'm worried that a lot of this is gonna turn out to be just the wool color. Oh my gosh, I fell off my pumpkin. I'm not really sure what happened here. Hold on. I forgot how to build. There were just some extra shapes that were confusing. Okay, yeah, I think it's like that, and then this one would actually be like that. Yeah, I think that, okay. I'm confusing myself, but we're figuring it out. Everything is totally perfect. Except for this is supposed to be wool, actually. We'll figure it out, fam. We're working on it. Yeah, did we do that right? Hold on. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Then we can do some more of this wool. And then this part comes in. Ah! I'm getting boxed in. Okay. Yeah, okay, that looks more pumpkin-like. I think we're just going to close off the top and then add a sort of, like, wooden stem type thing. So we're just going to draw in almost every other, you think? I think that would look mostly right. I mean, the stem is going to help us a little bit with how it looks by covering up some of the monstrosity that is inside. But maybe that looks too uniform. Pumpkins don't really be all that uniform. Well, real pumpkins. We'll just add a few extra spots. Yeah, okay, that looks way more pumpkin-like, having it be not uniform. I do kind of wish that I had made it have a different bottom, but it's fine. For this stem, I'm wondering what color we would want to do. I mean, some of the pumpkin stems are more yellow, but I'm kind of feeling more of like a brown for it. I don't know if concrete powder is going to be a problem, but I feel like this is like the right color. How many did I even go in? I think we went in 2. Yeah, I think this is going to be mostly our stem. We'll go up like 2 looking normal. Maybe we'll go 1 out extra over here. And then I think just, oh, okay. I didn't realize it falls. But it's fine. We'll work with it. Alright, maybe that. Maybe it needs to come out more and then go less on top. That's definitely not looking. Welcome! Okay, Patricia Jones. Patricia Jones. I can pronounce words. Yo, welcome first time chatter. How are you? I am doing great. Today we are focused on Halloween / spooky themes. We got a kind of looks like a pumpkin. This stem is not doing it, y'all. But I am doing great, Patricia Jones. How are you doing? And welcome as a first time chatter. We love to see ya. I do want the stem to be not super like symmetrical. I don't know how to make this feel more stem-like, you know? I think we're going to call the pumpkin good. Didn't end up being a jack-o'-lantern just because I didn't make the base big enough to carve in like a little face with the yellow. But we could always just set it on fire. That's fun. How are you doing, Patricia? My day today? My day today has been great. I did run into some technical problems, which is why we ended up starting late. Don't know what's been up with my computer lately. We're working on finding a solution to that. But aside from that, today has been a fantastical day. How has your day been? As for our new structure, for more... I think we're going to build a gigantic skeleton. I don't want to go with just like straight up white because since we're in kind of a snowy terrain, it's going to be a little bit harder. I could go with like this light gray or just straight up like purple or something just so it's more easy to see it. But my day has been great. I was able to hang out with my dad for a good portion of today, so that was a lot of fun. I'm going to go with the light gray concrete, I think. Ooh. No, we don't want concrete powder because we don't want to have to, like, be bound by physics. We don't want the physics here. We are going to set the time again so that we don't have to work in the dark. I don't believe in working in the dark. Now, for the skeleton's feet, I don't know how big to make his feet because it's going to really determine how big the skeleton ends up being. He's going to have, like, weird turkey feet. Okay, that's going to be a foot, okay? That looks like a foot. And then this is, like, his ankle. Okay, there. It's an ankle, yeah? That looks mostly like an ankle. Well, give him a little bit bigger. There. That's going to be our skeleton foot. It was nice. I have a good day. Thank you. I hope you have a good day, too. I'm glad that your day has been nice so far. How wide do we want the skeleton to be standing? Like, if his other foot is, like, over there, you think? Obviously, I don't know the anatomy of a skeleton very well, so we're gonna have him be a little bit more Minecraft blocky to make this be the world's most perfect skeleton that has ever existed. Yeah, that looks like a foot. I'm gonna go with that being a foot. Totally a foot. Oh wait, he doesn't have this little part, yeah? Oh, I don't know how to make things symmetrical. It's the end of the world. Okay. Problem is, it's not just that it has to be symmetrical, it's that it has to be the reverse of whatever I build. There. Okay. Those are our skeleton's little peg feet. Totally looks like a foot. We're gonna assume this is what feet look like in the future. And this is gonna be legit. It's gonna be great. I don't know how tall to make his legs. Obviously taller than that, but maybe he has like a knee kind of around here. Does that look like a knee? Sure, we're gonna call that a knee. Everything's great. Then maybe it should be up that same amount, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can tell, I'm a professional skeleton maker. You can hire me for your birthday parties. And everything's great. We're gonna start by building his base here. Yeah, that looks like skeleton legs. I feel like we can pull that off as skeleton legs. His knees should be bent out though, yeah? I forgot that part needs to be the opposite of how I have his ankles, but I think I kind of like it like that. So those are his knees. We're going to build out his base a little bit. I don't know how like chunky to make him. Minecraft, this game is awesome. I do love Minecraft. I love it. I love Minecraft in survival mode and creative mode, but I do think I tend to lean more towards creative mode because I do like building structures, and this is, in my opinion, one of the best games to build structures in. I do really like the Sims for building structures, but with the Sims, there's a lot less freedom you have in the type of structures you build and the plot of land you take up. I think this is mostly right. And so even though I like The Sims, I feel like Minecraft has a lot more options for creativity instead of just being limited to, oh, I'm building a house, now I'm building a whatever thing. This is turning out to look more chickeny and less skeleton-y. But maybe it's because he doesn't have enough, like, thighs, you know? Like, maybe his legs need to go in more. Let's see, I started, like, right there. From a distance, I think maybe not this bottom one. Alright, how's that look? Alright, that's looking more like leg. We'll go like that. Make him a little bit thicker. I don't want to make him look too thick because obviously we're going for a skeleton and not just body. But I think we're going in the right direction. We're gonna, I don't know how tall to make him. Maybe like just a few more. It's gotta kind of match with his, it's gotta kind of match with his legs for how tall we make him, how wide we make him. Let's just take a look back and try to guess if that looks like, I think he's gonna look like he's mostly legs if we keep his torso just that short. So I'm thinking like 2 more rows and then we'll worry about caving in. So there's 1 more row, there's 2, then we'll kind of bring everything up to kind of match that. I think we're going the right direction. I think this will look mostly like a skeleton when we're done. Yeah, I think we're doing it right. He might be a little odd looking, but all of the best skeletons are a little bit odd looking, right? Nobody's perfect. The skeleton will look the most skeleton-y if he is not perfect. That's my story and I'm sticking to it, so that way we don't feel bad if we make him look like a monster. And then after I finish building his torso, we'll worry about adding in his arms. They will kind of match the legs that we did. So they're going to be like really thin and kind of, they might even just be like 1, maybe 2 bricks or blocks or whatever. If you have some ideas from my channel, go ahead and share them with me. I love doing like horror games. And so I do a lot of like Phasmophobia, Dead by Daylight. I've played Poppy's Playtime in the past, Five Nights at Freddy's, Left 4 Dead. I love the Left 4 Dead series so much. Now I'm wondering if his torso's too tall for his legs. I think it's fine. Maybe I should have counted how tall his legs were and made his torso the exact width of his legs. But I think it's probably fine. But yeah, if you have ideas, feel free to share them. I love hearing more ideas. And if you're here from Tickety Talk, you can share some ideas for Tickety Talk as well. I'm always down for more ideas. I can't guarantee that I will use every idea that I receive, but I do appreciate all ideas and do try to involve them more. Maybe I should close this off. He looks kind of like weirdly like you're seeing light through inside of him. And I don't want my poor guy to feel hollow. Let's close him off just a little bit. We don't want him to feel all empty and sad inside, even though I guess as a skeleton he is empty. But there we go. Now we just won't have like weird light shining through. Wait, is he uneven? I think he's uneven. Hold on. No, wait, there's 2 on this side. What did I do different? I'm so confused. I'm trying to figure out which part I did wrong. I mean, there's a block right there on that side. I think it's just that, yeah? We're gonna check. No, neither of them come in. Okay. There we go. Now it should look even. I was so concerned. I'm like, I did something wrong.
Patricia Jones 1 just followed.
Hold on, what happened? Oh, well, thank you for following, Patricia Jones. Welcome, welcome. I think I'm going to round his corners a little bit more. Obviously fill in his hole. He just feels a little too blocky. I mean, I know this is Minecraft, but too blocky. Fill in your hole. Doop, doop, doop. And a hole. Okay, I think I like him better like that. Just slightly less blocky. There's a cloud going right through our skeleton. But yeah, Patricia, if you would like to share your ideas. I'm trying to think. I think maybe I want him to round off once more. Up at the top. Going into his, like, neck area. It is getting pretty narrow for a neck. But maybe it's fine. I think I don't want these extra holes here. Again, just for rounding him off a little bit more. Obviously, we can't make perfect circles or anything like that for a Minecraft game. But I think that will help him just feel a little bit more rounded, just because we are going for kind of skeleton vibes. I don't know how I can like add in ribs maybe, but maybe that's a little bit too challenging of an idea. As for... let's give him a neck. We could just do a single block neck. I think I do like a single block neck. Maybe we're going to add his head before we worry about arms, because maybe that will kind of dictate where his arms will go. Because I need to know how wide his head's going to be. I kind of want him to have a bobblehead. I don't know why. I feel like he needs a bobblehead though. Just like a gigantic head for this size of body. So we're gonna give him an extra corner right here. Just so again it's not too whatever. We're gonna actually count. Maybe counting would be a good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I went out 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, well that was wrong. Because then it'd have to be like that, yeah? Okay, I think we're gonna be good on that part. Does that look enough like a bobblehead? I think it'll work. Let's make him have a face. Ooh, maybe his face should be indented by one. I'll leave his back of his head kind of flat because, I don't know, I think people's heads are generally flatter in the back. But we'll go like this for his head. Yeah, I think that'll be cute. We'll go like that. He'll have like a little protruding chin. And then we'll go like this a little bit more. I plan on the skeleton kind of being a little on the cute side, but a little bit on the weird side. I feel like that's the best way to make him. This probably isn't quite tall enough for his head. He might need to go like another 2 blocks or something so that there's enough room for features. Especially since we're planning on giving him kind of a bobblehead vibe, so we don't want to make his head too short. So let's go ahead and fill in his head just a little bit more. Maybe, if we can get it done. But as a reminder, you guys, I would love to hear some of your spooky stories. I shared earlier about back when I lived alone, my kind of experience of when I was on a nighttime walk and got chased. So anything like that, you know, I think I actually don't like his protruding chin. I think I kind of want it opposite, like it goes in one. In one probably makes more sense anyways. Yeah, I think that's how we're gonna like it. Oh my gosh, I can't click for the life of me, y'all. Okay. Hold on. I think we're gonna like this change. I think this is gonna be huge on how well we like his head. Yeah, right there. And then we'll fill in this hole just so, again, he doesn't have like light coming through him as much. Yes, okay, that looks a lot more like the head I was kind of imagining. Looks like we're going to have an ad break coming up. So, sorry about those who end up getting stuck in Adlandia. As a reminder, if you are new to Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime, you can get rid of ads completely if you use your Prime subscription, which is free. I like that just because then you don't have ads and then you don't have to pay for anything, because I believe you should never pay for anything unless you have to. Okay, how are we going to give him like a... Is that going to look too creepy, y'all? That might look too creepy. Hold on. If we give him a gigantic edge-to-edge smile, then we can give him eyes that are closer in. I don't know how we feel about that face I just gave him. I do think we should shave off a few more corners to try to make it more rounded. I think you guys are back from Adlandia. So welcome back if you are. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is... I wish I didn't give him so long of a neck. I wish I gave him one neck instead of, I think that's 2. Yeah, that's 2 blocks. But, I don't know, he's kind of weird. I kind of like it. Maybe we'll just make it a little bit thicker, like right there. And maybe like that. Alright, he's looking less skeleton and more monstrous, but we're going for Spooktober Halloween vibes, so maybe it's okay. The problem is how to add a shoulder. Because I don't want his shoulder to be like too evident, but my man still needs to have shoulders. Alright, is that kind of what I did? Yeah. Okay, that kind of looks like shoulders. I feel like I could believe that as shoulders. Maybe, oh my gosh, I was way too fast. Maybe they come out more like this. Yeah, I think that looks mostly like it. No, the ad breaks right now. Okay. So now y'all are stuck in Adlandia. Sometimes Twitch likes to be a little delayed for what it does. Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be so cute if one arm was down and one arm was like throwing up the pieces? It could be cute, it could be cringe, but I think we're gonna try it. So maybe I'll make his arm be a little thicker right there. And then I think his legs were 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so in between all of his ligaments and stuff, he had 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be up one more. So is that where his elbow would be? Yeah, I think that's where his elbow would be. So for his elbow, I guess we're going to kind of do like that, like we did with the leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can do his little hand here, I guess. Yeah, that totally looks like a skeleton. Love to see it. 3, 4, 5, plus his little elbow. Alright, that's lined up. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Oh no, I made his arm one too short. Hold on. We'll fix that. Don't worry. There we go. Maybe, oh wait, he needs a thumb. Thumb. His little tiny thumb. Oh no, I forgot. I was going to make him do a pea-soup on one side. But just to make sure that looks right. I think it all needs to be moved up one, actually. I think his arms look longer than his legs. So if this were where his thumb is, then we can have it hang down too. Yeah, so I think I just need to move his elbow up one. So we're going to look at the two arms by each other with the legs, and then have that be our deciding factor for the other one. I do think I like the arm on, oh, I think we're reversed. I like the arm on the right side better, so I think we're going to go change this left side to match. I'm going to go like this. Now I'm actually going to delete this whole section because I want to kind of attempt to make him throwing up the peace sign. Although that might be beyond my capabilities. Alright, yeah, this is gonna go great, guys. This is totally gonna look like he's throwing up the pea-soups. Yo, so cute. Alright, we did a skeleton, we did a pumpkin. What other vibes should we do? We could do like a, I don't know, maybe he needs a hat. I don't like that his face is hollow. Oh no, not right there. So maybe we'll go like that. Maybe. Alright, let's just fill his head in a little bit. I do feel like he needs a hat though, so before we move on to building something new, let's give him like a cute little red hat maybe? I could give him red eyes, but I don't feel like he needs red eyes. Let's go ahead, maybe I could give him a fedora. He could rock a fedora. We'll just make it a little bit taller, and then we'll have like the sides come out a bit, and that will look kind of like a fedora, supposedly. We'll go like this, and oh, I missed a shot. I'm so sorry, Mr. Skeleton. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you the bestest hat you've ever had. There. Yeah, that totally looks right. Now I kind of feel like he needs to have like one of those really old-timey like giant pipes. But maybe instead he'll be holding like a little red balloon. Hold on, let's give him like the string of the balloon can be black, and then it will be like a red balloon at the top. Oh, now it kind of looks like a knife. We're not going for a knife. We're going for a balloon. You think like that tall for a balloon? I feel like balloons are a little taller than that. In general, I feel like they're a little bit bigger. So we're gonna have, well actually they kind of have like a little bow. So we'll have that be the bow. And then I guess we're just gonna make a balloon here. I don't know how to make a balloon. Let's see, the very center of it is right there. So that is the closest you can get to like a circle. Maybe we should have it come down like this. Yeah, that looks a little bit more balloon-like. And then I think maybe we'll have it go up one and then out one more and then go up by like 3. Yeah, I think that would give it more of a balloon shape. Possibly. It's really hard to do like circles in Minecraft, but I think in general it's going to give us about the right shape. Also, shout out to PJ, that girl PJ. She does Twitch. She just started streaming again from the place she is staying now, because she's now in the US. We love PJ. She's here from Australia. She's going to be in the US for a bit, so she started streaming, did some Overwatch. I think it was Overwatch. It could have been Apex yesterday. Anyways, she's amazing. If you guys want to check out an Australian who is now in the US and is just a blast, you should definitely check out. Her stream name is That Girl PJ. Alright, I think I actually needed to come out wider. It's looking like an upside down umbrella instead of a balloon. So I'm thinking more like come out twice here. So if this comes out twice, then this would have to come out 1, 2, and 1 right there. Don't think we need to actually round that corner. I think it'd be better if we didn't. We're gonna try to fill this in. I'm thinking this will make it look more balloon-like. Because it came out faster, but we might need to make it come out 1 more. We'll see. Part of the problem is you have to like keep backing up to be like, does that look like a balloon? I actually think we should do 1 more. Like around right here. And then we'll be good. Obviously we'll need to like top it off still, but I think this is the right direction, guys. I don't know why our skeleton has to have a hat and a red balloon, but I feel like it adds to his ensemble. You know, like it's his character. He just wouldn't be the same skeleton if he didn't have his red hat and his red balloon. Oh, I didn't do over here. Hold on. Alright, so let's, oh no, I'm on the back side. I'm over here. That do be looking more like a balloon, so I think we're good to start rounding it off. So we're going to go in 1. We're going to kind of make it, like, symmetrical to how it is on the bottom, because I think that would make it look most balloon-shaped, I guess. I've been watching a lot of the show The Mentalist, if you guys have seen it. It's a great show. Highly recommend it. It's definitely, it was more great for its time. There's some aspects of it that I feel like would have changed if it was done more nowadays. But I still really love the show. I think it's great. So if you guys really like crime shows and like, I don't know, kind of that aspect of a show trying to catch a killer, that's a great show. Also, like, if you guys have seen Bones, Bones is also a great show for that. Both Bones and The Mentalist deal with catching the killer like after the fact. Like they go out because there was a body that dropped. You know what? His balloon looks a little sad on top. Maybe everything needs to be raised just one on this top layer. So, like, one of those things that maybe you'll never actually be, like, fully happy with how it came out. But it's okay. We're gonna figure it. So we're gonna go back one, just like we did for before this. Like, two, there's one. Alright, I think we're gonna call it good on this guy. Let's go check him out. Welcome in if you're just joining us. We're doing some spooky structures for the Halloween. So we just got our cute little pumpkin, which I'm liking more and more the more I see it. And then our skeleton with his red hat and red balloon. I kind of want to give him a cape, but I think we're gonna be good with that. Bria Brown, hey, what's up? Welcome, first time chatter, to a very odd Minecraft stream. If you guys have more ideas for spooky things, go ahead and say it. But welcome. I'm doing good, thank you. Today has been a good day so far. Very nice and chill, getting ready for stream. I hung out with my dad today, that was a lot of fun. But what about you? How are you doing? And welcome in. It's like middle of the day Saturday. I guess we're getting more towards like evening-ish hours. I guess it depends on which time zone you're in. I'm thinking for another spooky structure, we could try a giant like scythe, or like the Grim Reaper. We could do a witch. I kind of want to do a witch, but it might be a giant person again. If you guys have more cute ideas, you're pretty cool. Thank you so much for such respect. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad that you're doing well. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. What brings you here today? Did you find me through Twitch? Did you find me from TikTok? Either way, welcome in. I'm glad you're having a good day. I'm trying to think what we want to do. We could do a giant cauldron. That's kind of like a witch. We could do like a big black pot and then put like some green nastiness and then like a giant spoon sticking out of it for like a witch's cauldron. For the black, I don't think I want to go like black. The concrete powder has to be like, has to deal with physics and stuff and actually like falls down. So I kind of don't want to use the concrete powder, even though it does have more like texture to it. Yeah, thank you. You're finding me on Twitch? Well, welcome! Welcome from Twitchlandia. We're happy to have you. Today's a bit of an off day because I normally stream earlier than this. We did have some technical problems that made stream start a little bit later than normal. But everything is all good and dandy. These blacks might just be too black. I might do another gray like I did with the skeleton. But maybe the wool will be fine.
Bria Brown 01 just followed.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Do I stream daily? I do not. I stream twice a week, so I stream always on Wednesdays, nights, and Saturdays during the day. While I would love to one day eventually stream daily, it's just not currently capable with my like schedule because right now I have like a job to keep in mind and I threw my block and different stuff like that. One day I would love to stream daily though. So I don't actually play a lot of Minecraft. I do try to rotate games a decent amount. I play a lot of Phasmophobia and Dead by Daylight. If you're really into horror games, I've also played Five Nights at Freddy's. And speaking of which, just a random side note, I watched the 2023 Five Nights at Freddy's movie last night. If you guys have seen that, you're in my boat. If you haven't seen it, I don't actually recommend it. But I do a lot of horror games. We loved Poppy's Playtime. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. I don't usually give my spiel. Not that anyone else does. I usually don't give a spiel. But then today feels like a spiel day. I don't know how to make a circle. I think, okay, it's looking right on the part, but then when I went over, it's not looking right. Maybe it's because I didn't go as far over as this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I only did 3 over here. Maybe that's my problem, and that will fix my circle. Have I ever played GTA 5? I have not. Do you recommend it? Are you a big GTA fan? I actually have not played any of the GTAs. I've heard good things about them. I just personally have never played them before. Alright. Yeah, do you love them? Is that like one of your top games you love playing or watching or whatever? Y'all, I don't think this is a circle. I was going for like a circle cauldron, but you know how I did like 2 going this way and then 2 going this way? I think I should have done another 2 going out and then down. I think that would have done better, but then I would have had to have it come out farther. So we're gonna nuke it. It's okay. I just want this to be a cute little cauldron, so we're just gonna destroy it and try again. So over and then down. So then I want this one to be over, and then it can go down again, and then we'll do the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think overall that would give us a better kind of circle look to it. So then down 2, and then 5, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think that's going to look more like a circle in the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many did I do? Okay, y'all, I'm losing my mind today. I don't even know what's going on. We don't need it. Who needs a mind, right? Let me go like this. Supposedly, this should look more like a circle. You know what? That does look more like a circle. I'm glad we scrapped it and started again. Now, to kind of round off the bottom, I think we'll need to go in one for this first layer. I think that would kind of give us the shape we're looking for. We might have to go up by 2. I think in general it will be right. This will definitely be a chiller stream than normal, because normally there's a lot of jump scares and a lot of screams. I did do a poll in my server, which you can get to by !play, which we do like voice calls in there if you ever want to play the horror games with me. This Minecraft is unfortunately solo player because I couldn't get realms to work, which was a whole ordeal from a different day, but if you like Dead by Daylight or whatever, you'll definitely like those. Alright, that's not a circle. I think I realized my error. Instead of going 1 in, I should have gone 1 out, so that the base was inside and everything else was above it. We're getting there. By the way, I just followed you, but didn't see the alerts. What do you mean by see the alerts? Do you mean like... Oh, you won't see the alerts for Twitch? That's fine. If you don't want to have alerts on, that's totally fine. Is that what you mean? Okay, we're going to scrap this middle piece. I can't believe I forgot how circles work. Or at least how the bottom needed to be in, not out. Otherwise, it would look like our cauldron is melting. And While magic could do that, I don't think that's the direction we were going for our spooky designs of today. But welcome. Those of you who are just joining us, we are building some spooky shapes for Spooktober. Right now we are working on a beautiful, I say beautiful, it's gonna be beautiful one day. We are working on a cauldron right now. We built our beautiful skeleton over here that's about to be eaten by this cloud, who's got his cute little red hat and red balloon, and our pumpkin. And then eventually this witch's cauldron will look like a cauldron. We have faith in it, okay? I have faith that this cauldron will look like a cauldron when I'm done with it. I mean, you don't have any animated alerts on your channel. Yeah, I don't have any animated alerts on my channel. I've tried to set them up before. In fact, you're supposed to see like overlay of chat on the screen from Stream Elements. I don't know why it doesn't work. I have messed around with it in the past. Because you're supposed to have like animated alerts. Like it should be like, oh, so and so just followed, and it should come up big on the screen. I got it to work like one day, and then it stopped working. And so when I looked it up to be like, oh, why has it stopped working? It's like, oh, Stream Elements had an update. So I'm like, okay, so like I did some other things, and then it still didn't come up. So I've tried to do some things with Stream Elements before, and it should have like an animated so and so has followed. But it don't. So if you know anything about Stream Elements and you know why not, I would love some advice. But if not, that is totally fine. I do know that like some people are boycotting Stream Elements because they have some problems. I personally haven't done the research to hear why Stream Elements might have some problems or why people might be boycotting it. As for the cauldron, I'm thinking it should come out one more again. Because I want it to be kind of like a bulbous cauldron. And so I think maybe, you go up to, out one, up to, out one. I think that would give us the vibe we're going for here. But then again, what do I know about cauldrons? I ain't no witch. Have you guys heard like the TikTok audio of like the little pointing and being like, witch! And like screaming at the top of your lungs that there's a witch? That's like all I think about when I hear witches. I mean, I grew up on like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so my concept of witches is different than most people's concept of witches, but I still love that audio. You said alright. Brian, is it Bria? I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name right. Bria Brown? He said, currently I'm working on like creating a logo panel, overlays, alerts. Oh, cool. So you're like a graphic designer? I love graphic design. That's my like original passion, I guess. Well, I guess it was my original career I was going into. I went into, like during high school, they had like a concurrent, not concurrent enrollment. I was going to night college during high school for graphic design, and media design and stuff like that. I really love that, like all that stuff. I have still like the full Adobe suite, even though I don't do much of it as I used to. But I love graphic design. That's what I originally was gonna like do as my major as soon as I graduated high school and stuff. For those of you who don't know, I ended up, after I got like my certificate through like the college I was doing nights college for while I was in high school, I ended up, when I went to university, I actually went into a marketing degree instead. Oh no, not snow, hold on, weather. Oh my gosh, we're not going to be able to type fast enough. Alright, our pumpkin has snow on it now, guys. Anyways, I ended up going into marketing. And then I ended up not finishing my degree because I wasn't sure that marketing was the correct path for me. Having, like, had some distance from school, I do think that marketing is the path that would have been best for me. I do love marketing. but I'm not sure that college in general was the best path, especially because I ended up getting into social media, doing a lot on TikTok, if any of you guys follow me there. And so I might not ever go back at college, even though I love college, and if I was the richest person in the world, I would go to college for the rest of my life. I just love college. You said, yeah, and then Bria said, would you like to see some of my designs? Sure, I can check them out after stream if you want to, like, send me your Instagram or something. Oh my gosh, hold on. Sorry about that. Anyways, if you do !play, you can join my Discord server, and then you can DM me your Instagram, and I'll check it out after my stream. Jake says, what made you switch to marketing? Do you think it was more viable? And then an ad started, so I won't respond to your comment yet, back in 120. I'm going to miss all you're saying until it's done. That's okay, I haven't actually said anything in relation to you yet. Okay, as for the cauldron real quick, I think we need to go up a few more before we go out again. Maybe like 2. Okay, we're still in ads, so I'm gonna wait for you guys because I don't think either of you are subbed. But Bria said, oh, okay, alright. What do you want for your channel? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, ad break ended. Welcome back from Adlandia, my friends. I will address what Jake said first. I'm pretty sure you guys are back. So Jake said, what made you switch to marketing? Do you think it was more viable? So, I don't know. I really loved graphic design. I really liked when I was going to trade college for it. The class that I was specifically going to in trade college was like half graphic design, half business media kind of a thing, of like any kind of media that you'd be marketing for. And so it kind of, even though it wasn't a marketing class, it did have a lot of marketing elements. And then I was looking into different like 4-year universities in my state, and I kind of went about college a different way than most people. I actually went with my mom, and we toured every college, 4-year college in my state. We went on like a bunch of different road trips in order to tour everything and find the university that felt most at home to me. And in doing so, the university that I found that felt more like my university and where I wanted to spend the next 4 years of my life and living there, their best thing that they did was business. And so I started looking into the business side of it and kind of going down the original line that I went into for that trade college. And as I was looking, I was looking into a lot of their classes, and like looking through their marketing major, all of the different classes that they had recommended, I'm like, oh, well that class sounds fun, this one sounds fun, this one sounds fun. And then looking into graphic design and the different classes required for those, I'm like, this one could be cool, but not interested in this one, not interested in this one, kind of a thing. So through looking through the different classes that would be required for each major is kind of how I realized that, like, oh, maybe, you know what, maybe I'm just really into marketing. Like, it made me realize that maybe the reason that these classes all sound cool to me and the other ones don't is because I just actually really like marketing. And I ended up loving it. I did, I think, a year and a half. It was not consecutive. So I did like 2 semesters in a row, and then I took some time off, then I did semester, and I think maybe I eventually did another semester after that. But it was just really just looking through those different classes that made me realize I think I just really like marketing. And so that's kind of why I made that career shift originally. And then, so Jake, I hope that answers your question of why I kind of went into marketing. But I do think it was the right life choice for me. And then Bria said, what do you want for your channel? I'm guessing you're talking about graphic design stuff. And as I mentioned before, I do really like graphic design, so I do all of my own graphics. Why I don't have animated alerts for Twitch is not related to the fact that I didn't make the graphics, because I did make the graphics and I did like my graphics. The problem was technical, for why I couldn't figure out how to do it. But I think we're good on the cauldron. Like, looking at it from the side, it looks mostly like a cauldron. Maybe I want to do like one more layer in of a single block, and then we'll work on filling it with some nasty green goo and like doing the wooden spoon type thing. That did answer it. I wish I would have toured colleges when I was younger. Sounds like fun and very enlightening. It really was. I kind of would recommend that to like anyone who is going into the ages of going into colleges. It was definitely not the normal thing to do, and in fact, when I told a lot of people about my goal and why I was doing that, they kind of thought I was crazy. They're kind of, the mentality was that you should just go to whatever college is cheapest or most local, or go to a college that is the major that you want. But I specifically didn't have my heart entirely set on a major at that point. There were a lot of things that I enjoyed in life and a lot of jobs that I would have been okay with doing. And so in my head, I didn't really have a huge preference on major at that point. So then I was just going for what college I most wanted to go to, because, oh my gosh, I fell inside my cauldron. To me, like, it wasn't just, like, where I was going to be going to school. It was where I was going to be living, because most of the colleges, there was only actually one 4-year college that is considered, like, near-ish where I live. So anywhere else I went, I'd be moving there. And 4 years is a long time to spend your life if it's somewhere you don't like. And so the main reason I did it is because I'm like, I'm going to be spending my life here. I might meet the person I end up, like, marrying here. And I knew it was kind of, like, going to affect my life a lot, which it did, even though I didn't end up going the full 4 years. And so I was mostly looking for what is a place that I could live in and enjoy life in, what are the kind of people I want to be around. So I made sure that when I did the tours, I did it when school was in session, when there was a lot of students, so you kind of get a vibe of like the students that go there, the different classes and stuff. In fact, even though the tours only covered like the college campuses, one thing that I also did when I was there is I actually snuck into a couple of classes of different universities and colleges and stuff to see how different professors taught, how big the classrooms were. I did a lot of like peeking through windows because I wanted to make sure that I was like 100% solid in my decision of where I wanted to go. Gotta have a caffeine break, especially if you yammer as much as I yammer. As for the green goo in my cauldron, I could go with like lime. Ooh, okay, that looks nasty. If you're thinking about this as like a cauldron of like things you're mixing in, I like the wool texture, but maybe I'll throw in some extra colors in there to give the vibe of nastiness. I don't know where I want my giant spoon to be coming out of though. Maybe I should do the spoon first. If I start down a little bit, maybe I can come out. Oh my gosh, I can't draw a straight line. Yeah, I think I want the spoon kind of coming out like diagonally almost. I know diagonally is kind of difficult in Minecraft, but we can make it work. Maybe I'll go like up one, over like that. We'll make it look like a cauldron, I promise. Or a spoon, I guess. I mean, the cauldron did end up looking like a cauldron. So I have faith that we can make a spoon look like a spoon. We'll kind of make it look like a kind of chunky spoon. Maybe a little bit inconsistent. I mean, this lady, this witch, has been using the same cooking spoon for a while now. And so, maybe it's a little misshapen from the different spells she's been casting. I don't know much about, like, the old themed witches, like the green warts and everything. But we're gonna go with this really knobby looking spoon, okay? It matches the pot, so we're good on that. Yeah, I think that's our mixing spoon. Maybe it goes a little too far over to the side. Yeah, I think we like our spoon. Then Bria said, I dropped you some overlays and alert designs on your Discord. Thank you so much. I'll make sure I check it out after stream. I think I think it should be down. Ooh, would it be cool if, like, some of the goop inside the cauldron is, like, spilling out over the edges? Maybe I should do that. Maybe it should be, like, level with it and then spilling out in some spots. Alright, thank you. Sounds good. I think I'm going to cover the base with just one shade of green, and then we can go back in and add some of the goo. When will I finish my stream? I don't know. Typically I stream for 2 hours. Sometimes I go more like 3 hours, and we are an hour in. So, probably at least an hour. I know you really want me to go check out your designs, but I am going to finish stream first. But Jake, I would love to hear what kind of your experience was with different colleges and stuff like that. Or I guess just any educational path, oh my gosh, I almost fell, that you took after high school, if you went to any like classes or trade colleges or anything like that. I'd love to hear kind of your experience with that, Jake, if you're still here. I think I kind of like this cauldron idea of it kind of spilling out. My only concern is I don't want it to look too flat. Like right now, obviously I'm making it all super flat with it just being this base level, but I don't want it to look too flat. I kind of want it to look like in the middle of being mixed. But we shall see, we shall see. We're almost done with this like base level around our really chunky spoon. I don't know, I kind of like the really weird inconsistency of the spoon. It looked like a spoon, so I think we're good enough there. Jake said, I had a school trip in 11th grade to DSU in Delaware. Made me want to go to college, but I still don't know much about higher learning. I totally get that, and not, like, most careers don't even need any education after high school. Like, I ended up being a lot more interested in social media, obviously, which actually doesn't need a degree. I mean, I love college, and like I said, if I was rich, I would go to college for the rest of my life. But not everything needs college, unfortunately. I mean, also fortunately, because college is expensive and stuff. But, hold on. Jake says, ended up signing up for the Marine Corps and getting info about Academy of the Art U in San Francisco, I think. I don't know what SF is. And it had the highest BAH in the country, and that decided my goals. Awesome! So when you were in the Marines, did they, like, help pay for your college while you were there? I think that's what you were kind of saying about, you got info about the Academy of Art U in San Francisco, or SF. I really don't know what SF is. Hold on, we're gonna just do a few random things. Try to make it look like it's bubbling up. They paid 100% on it based on me getting honorable discharge. Wow, that is pretty cool. Well, congratulations on honorable discharge. And for being able to go to college that way. So how long were you, like, did you end up using your 100% paid tuition? Hold on, I gotta see if this looks bubbly. It do be looking a little bubbly. I think I want some more around the edges. I didn't end up using the other green. Maybe I just wanted to come more. You're in school for 2.5 years. Nice! You definitely went to more school than I did. That is really cool about them paying for it. Especially 100%. I thought, like, that the military kind of gave, like, discounts, but I definitely didn't know that they paid for 100% of it if you got the honorable discharge. Um, that's exciting. AA in graphic design! That's why you make so many pretty things. I thought maybe it was going to be related to, like your photography that you do a lot. By the way, Jake Wiped is awesome if you guys want to check out his stream and his Instagram. But yeah, I thought that maybe you were going to school more for photography. So I love that it was for graphic design. We have 3 graphic designers here. And then PJ, welcome PJ. Did you dye your hair more blue? I love it. Thank you. I re-dye my hair every month because that's about how long blue lasts, unfortunately, for how often I shower. So I re-dyed it Tuesday. So from Tuesday till like probably next Tuesday, it's going to be as vibrant as it can be, but it slowly loses more and more blue every time I've washed it. So this is after 2 washes. It's still this blue. And then it just gets more, it's weird. My hair, because it's naturally blonde, it turns gray. Like, the more the blue washes out, the grayer it looks. It's kind of odd. But, yes, it is more blue than the last time you probably saw it. I also used a different brand this time. I've been using this kind that is supposed to be like permanent hair dye that's supposed to last multiple months, but because it's blue, it didn't actually last multiple months. So, this new brand that I'm using is actually only temporary hair dye, or semi-permanent, whatever they want to call it, that's only supposed to last a month, but it only lasts a month normally, so I'm like, you know what, I might as well try it. And so it's kind of a different shade of blue, but it was still mostly the same shade. Like, the name was actually the same of the blue color. I'm not sure I like the changes of adding the other shade of green. Jake said, kinda wish I did. Kinda wish you went into photography, is that what you mean? And then PJ said, good to know you got good hygiene, thank you. Jake said, you don't use graphic design much anymore. I get that. That's kind of how I feel, because I did do that trade college of graphic design, and unfortunately I just don't use it as much as I was hoping I would. Oh my gosh, not right there. I do love graphic design. I think it's great, but it's one of those things that in order to use it a lot, you have to really pimp yourself, like, all the time. And it's super freelance work, and while I do love it, for my personal life and the way that I live, it's not very practical to go into graphic design. So I mostly just do graphic design stuff occasionally for when I need it for my channel and stuff. Then, sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I was. PJ says that vibrant blue is such a good color on you. Thank you very much. I do like the blue. I don't really like it as it turns more and more gray. And so sometimes I do it sooner than a month just because I want the blue back. And then Jake says that's kind of cool. Gray is a main character hair color. Well, I appreciate your opinion on that because I don't super love the gray the more gray it turns. But I think my mom actually likes the gray better than the blue, because she says that the gray is kind of darker than the blue, and she says she really liked how, like, the darker of the gray brings out, like, my features or whatever, which is cool and all, except for the fact that it's gray. And, like, one of my brothers came over the other day, like, when it was at, like, one of its grayest, and he's like, oh, look, you're practicing to be an old lady. And I'm like, thank you for that, brother. Love that commentary. And then PJ says you could use shampoo that's for dyed hair. I do. The problem with blue and purple, is they are one of the hardest vibrant colors to maintain, unfortunately, just because the type of dyes that they use for it to do it. I don't know. I had a hair lady explain it to me when I was doing it, and it's been a while. It's been like 4 months since I had her explain it to me, but it's something to do with, like, the type of dye it is and how porous it is and your hair is and how it clings to it, that just blue and purple are really hard colors to maintain, even if you are using, like, color safe shampoo, color safe conditioner, all that stuff. I actually have been using color safe shampoo and conditioner for long before I ever started dyeing my hair, just because I use the same like shampoo and conditioner that like my mom uses, because it's a really good brand, and she has colored hair. I think I like the cauldron. I think I'm happy with how it came out. It's not as perfect as I wanted it, but I do get witch cauldron vibes from it. PJ says, like, the purple shampoo typically for people who dyed their hair blonde use. Yes, I have heard a lot about the purple brand. My brother used to dye his hair a lot, like every month he would go a different color, one of my brothers, and that was his favorite brand to use. I currently use, I think it's Revlon Color Safe Color Protective Shampoo. Don't quote me on that though, I'm pretty sure it's that. And then PJ says, my degree is so useless, but it was fun. I partially wish I did a practical film course. I loved my degree and what I studied. So you're saying that you wanted to do practical film, but what was the degree that you did end up getting? PJ says you're like Kim Winslet in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I'm learning so much. The cauldron looks amazing. Thank you, thank you. I'll have to look up Kate Winslet in Eternal Sunshine because I don't know who that is. Actually, I could pull it up right now and show stream as long as it's safe for work. I assume it is. Jake says the lighter greens gives it bubbly ooze to it. Definitely right charts. Oh, I'm glad. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look up what PJ said. I gotta find it again. Kate Winslet in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys. There we go. Okay, stream can see it. Yeah, she's got like that blue. She has kind of her brown growing in. She actually had a lot of colors apparently. Yeah, so see how she has kind of that lighter color? It's always so funny to me because like most people who dye their hair have naturally like dark hair, and I have naturally blonde hair, and so it's so funny as like my hair grows in that like I don't know if you guys can see yet because I dyed it Tuesday, so maybe you won't, but I'll start getting blonde roots, which look really weird with colored hair to not be like dark
Jake
brown
White
roots.
just subscribed with Prime.
What did I hear? Oh, Jake resubscribed with Prime. Thank you. You've been subscribed for 3 months. Thank you. She's the main woman from Titanic. Okay, hold on. I'll catch up in just a second. I was just going to say, it's weird when blonde roots start coming in because it kind of looks like, I don't know, almost like your hair is dirty even though it's not. And so when the blonde roots come in, it's like your color left. And so it looks almost like you nuked the color down like your part line and up at the front and stuff. It's so funny when it starts growing in if you start seeing hair growth before the color fades too much because it looks, I don't know, it looks almost like I did something when really it's just because you'd never see blonde hair growing in with very vibrant hair. Okay, so let me catch up real quick. PJ says, I did a Bachelor of Arts. I majored in Screen and Cultural Studies and minored in Media and Communications. Wow. I don't get how that is not a helpful major. That sounds like it's really helpful. Especially because you had a minor, too, in Media and Communications. That sounds like a really helpful degree. Jake says she's the main character from Titanic. Rose. Nice. Thank you again for subbing with Prime. Hi, that's so funny. I know, it's so weird. Really quick. Okay, we got, oh, I didn't show you guys my stuff. Okay, so we have the cauldron, the witch's cauldron. Then we did a skeleton that's being attacked by clouds with a red hat and a red balloon for some reason. I don't know why. He was originally going to be doing like the pea-soups, but instead he got a balloon. And then we have our cute pumpkin, which I'm actually probably most happy with how the pumpkin came out. I kind of want to do another pumpkin that's bigger so we can make it into like a jack-o'-lantern, but I don't know, if you guys have more spooky season ideas and Halloween vibes of different things to build, feel free to tell me while I catch up on chat. PJ says, in all my job applications there's no space to put that I minored in media and comms, but I just put it in my resume. I get that. This is so spooky season. You could put lights inside the jack-o'-lantern. I could. I would need to build a bigger one. Unfortunately, I didn't build this one big enough to make like a cute face out of it without it making it less pumpkin looking. So I'd have to make a bigger one. But yeah, I could either put lights inside of it or use like the bright yellow to kind of look like the jack-o'-lantern vibes. Or I can set it on fire. We can always set it on fire, but then it would just get destroyed over time. But we could do it. Like in the new one, yeah, I get that. But when I was originally in college, I was majoring in marketing, and then I was gonna minor. So I started a couple, but I didn't officially put that that was my minor because it was around the time that I was not sure that I was in the right career. And so I was majoring in marketing, and minoring in statistics. I suck at math. I don't know why I chose that. And so I kind of wanted to go into like analytics. And they did have an analytics course, but it was like analytics and statistics. But it required so many extra math classes. And I mean, I get it. But I really like analyzing the differences in things and figuring out different, like, oh, if this has changed by this percent, this much over the past several months, then it means this. I really love that stuff and like breaking things down, kind of like figuring out that kind of stuff. But I'm so bad at math. So that was definitely not the correct thing to minor in because it required so many more math classes than like a marketing major did. PJ said, I originally majored in politics and international relations, but dropped that. I can see why you dropped that. Math is not the vibe. No, it's not. I've always been horrible at math. Okay, hold on. If I want to make this pumpkin gigantic enough to have a face, I would think the eyes need to at least be 2 by 2, and then the mouth would have to at least be 6 wide, and then it would need to have at least 2 above it and below it, and 2 out to the sides. So I think the general face shape would have to be at least 8 or 9 wide. Okay, hold on. And then if it's going up into it, we go up by 3. We could start by 6. Hold on. Okay, I think we're good. I just had to do some, math. Why is math in everything? Why did I pick a game that needs math? So I think we're going to start with 6. Now, what I did with this pumpkin is I switched colors a lot, and that kind of slowed us down a lot. So I think this time we're not going to switch colors so much. But, I think this is a good color for the base orange. You know what? If we build it out of clay, and then only have parts of it on fire that are, like, wool farther throughout it, then I think it will be okay, because the clay shouldn't burn, but the wool will. Okay, I think we're going to go 2 out, and then 2 down, 2 down. I don't think that will make it too big. I think we'll be fine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. We don't need math here. Math is not the vibe, just like PJ said. Okay, I think this will be the shape I want. I think we're good. Down 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down 2, over 2, over 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over 2, down 2, down 2. Okay, I think this is right. Yeah, okay, I think this is a good sized pumpkin. This will be the inner layer, so kind of like with the cauldron, it will go out. Kind of like that. So I think it'll end up being big enough for us to put a face on it. I did kind of wish with the other pumpkin that I had gone up one more before I started going out. So we're going to do that for this one to kind of make the bottom base part feel more whole, I guess. But I appreciate you guys coming by. If you guys don't know, earlier when I was saying about that girl PJ, this is our amazing Australian who's here in the US that was streaming last night, I was mentioning earlier. So make sure you follow PJ and Jake. They're both amazing people. They both stream here on Twitch. And then I know Jake has an Instagram that is more like public. I don't know, PJ, is your Instagram public at all? Brainstorming more spooky things for the landscape. Thank you. Right now I'm doing the jack-o'-lantern. But yeah, definitely any more ideas for what to make it. I'm going in again. I don't know why I can't keep in my head that we're going out. Out. Oh my gosh. Okay. As you can tell, I'm not a Minecraft proficionado. I do love Minecraft, and I used to play a lot of it when I was younger. And Minecraft has definitely changed a lot since when I used to play it. I mean, it changed a lot for the better. Like, the builds got bigger, the mobs got more mobbier. You can actually, there's a lot of people who make mods for Minecraft now that can change how it looks. You can even, like, they make, like, horror game mods now for Minecraft. If you want to get, like, totally spooked out, you can play, like, the horror version of Minecraft. I do love how much it's grown. It's just a lot different from how I used to play it, which is why I don't play survival mode very much, just because it has changed so much. But I have played survival on this channel before, for those of you who saw it. It was definitely a struggle. I'll definitely say I wasn't a professional in any means for playing Minecraft in survival mode here. I did get jump scared by a spider once in this game, though. That was funny. Oh, that was Stream Elements. I'm like, I saw a chat. Okay, I messed up on a few of these, so I'm just gonna fix that. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Hold on, there we go. Okay, I think that part's right. I'm trying to determine how high up. I'm thinking 3, maybe, before we expand again. Well, I guess 3 total, not 3 in whole. Math doesn't always add up. That's why I decided not to do statistics. I did spend a while when I was in college taking a few more fun classes. And I think if I honestly ever went back to college, because the kinds of degrees that the kinds of like jobs I ended up wanting to go into ended up not needing degrees. I think if I ever went back, I would mostly audit classes, because you don't have to have the requirements met to go to a class if you audit. And so I could just like pick all of my favorite classes, all of the things that I'm most interested in, and audit it. You wouldn't get like degree development if you audit a class, but if you don't need a degree, it's okay. So then you can go to whatever classes you want, and you know, kind of just go along with the assignments and stuff like that, and learn all you can without having the problem of like, oh, but in order to take this class, I also have to take these 4 classes that I'm not interested in. Like, it would be kind of the way to streamline your college experience, as long as you don't need a degree. Like, if you don't actually need that piece of paper at the end, then why not just take all of the classes you're most interested in? So that's something I've thought about a lot, but the problem is like, the college that's nearby to where I live is not a business college. I mean, they're great at a lot of other things. They're great for the degree that my brother is going into, which is the college he's going to. And while I would love to not have to move for a college, it's just not a college that would be worth me going to for the type of things that I'm interested in, unfortunately. Okay, as for this pumpkin, I'm thinking we could do a large section now that is like 8 tall, and then we can kind of close off the top. And so this large section will hopefully be big enough for our jack-o'-lantern face. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm thinking that should be big enough for our face. Maybe we'll do 9, just to be on the safe side. Now comes the part of Minecraft that I like the least, of just placing a million blocks in a row. I used to build like gigantic structures in creative mode of like castles and epic mansions and stuff like that. I do think house building is better in The Sims, but I used to be really into building like massive housing structures in Minecraft. I wish I still had access to some of my old servers I created as a kid, because there were some like giant structures that probably took me 20-30 hours to make that were beautiful. Okay, it was before we even had like some of the blocks we have now to make things more beautiful, and mine were still fantastic. I just don't have access to those places anymore, which is so sad, because you guys would have been amazed at what little Calla made. Although that was also part of the reason why I knew I really liked like graphic design and stuff like that, and why I ended up doing that for trade colleges, is because there would be this game like Minecraft that is, meant to be more survival, more living in the world, and I would spend hours and hours making beautiful designs in Minecraft. And like sometimes I'd make like intricate designs that like are flat, but then you fly up into the air and look down at it, and it's like just like a beautiful design, or like swirling colors and stuff like that. And I would use it basically to do graphic design and logo creation in a sense as a child instead of actually playing the game. And so it was kind of an indication earlier on that, oh, you know what, maybe I just really like art and design type stuff rather than, maybe I should just play the game the way the game is meant to be built. But I mean, I guess it has creative mode built in for the people like me who just like to use it for art purposes. I don't know if you guys have like iPads or anything, but there's an app called Procreate that is not Procreate like making people, but like like professional creations. I think it's a dumb name. But it's a one-time purchase, but it is an amazing art app. So if you have like an iPad and like a drawing pencil, I highly recommend Procreate. It is like the best way to draw and create designs. I kind of wish there was a way to like combine Photoshop with Procreate, because I think that like with some of the capabilities that Photoshop has, plus a bunch more creative properties that Procreate has, you could make some amazing designs. Both products I would recommend anyways if you're an artist or designer or anything, but in general, I really love Procreate and would recommend it. I do wish I had more time to spend on like design type stuff. I usually just do it like in hobby time. It's less practical for me to spend some of my time on it because it's not something that I can make money from currently. And so like even like drawing and stuff like that, like I really like to do like faces and stuff. I'm not like good by any means, but it's fun, but impractical. Where like I love gaming, and I turned a way to have gaming into a job. And I love social media, and I found a way to turn social media into a job. Like on TikTok and stuff like that, where I can actually make money from it. And don't get me wrong, I do love Twitch. Twitch just isn't exactly like a cash cow or anything like that. But like a lot of things you can turn into a job somewhat easily. Unfortunately for me, I don't think I've ever found an easier way to have graphic design be turned into a job. When I was in that trade college, they tried to help us a lot for like how to get a job going in that degree. And some kids were able to pull it off really well. There's like things like Redbubble and Fiverr, not Fiverr, of like where you can tote your wares and be like, hey, everyone, look how cool I am. Here's what I do. Do you want to hire me? And some of the kids, well, a lot of them were adults, in that class did really well with that. And that's like they made their career before they even finished the class. That was never something I was really good at, of like trying to sell myself on those kinds of sites and be like, oh, look at my portfolio, here's things I do. I'm great at logo making and random things like that, and it just, I don't know, the kind of way you need to perform to have a job in that degree is not a way that fit well with my brain, with my mindset, and kind of just the different aspects that I like in life. And so that was part of the reason why I didn't end up having that be the direction I went with my job, with my life, was just because unless you like work for a business, which there are plenty of business jobs where you do graphic design, but unless you're working for a business, the aspects of constantly freelancing and trying to get people to believe in your work and believe in you and constantly having new clients, it just was not the vibe for me. It was not the kind of career I could see me enjoying 5-10 years down the line, if that makes sense. And some people's personalities, that's perfect for them. Like, that is their like go-to. They don't want to have a consistent job. They don't want to have consistent clients. They love the new aspects of the constantly changing, and that's great for them. Those are the people that succeed the best in those kind of careers and lifestyles. And I have considered doing like graphic design for a company, and I did do not really like a shadow, but I guess kind of like that, of like what it would be like. I had this like really cool opportunity to talk with a lot of people who worked in a team for a company doing graphic design type stuff, and they really broke down like the kind of job that they do and how they interact with people, and I don't know, a lot about their business and how they went about everything. And it was a really cool experience to be able to talk to them and see what life would be like if that is the direction that I went. And there was for a while where I was really considering that, of going into doing graphic design and marketing for a company and working with a small team where like take Apple for example. They are really specific on the way that their like logo is used on like their website and stuff like that, and the different flyers they make, and their involvement in a bunch of different tech conferences and different support groups, not support groups, but like hurricane support and stuff like that, that like, of course you're going to have a lot of work to do as a graphic designer for a company that big, because you're also designing billboards and helping with ads and stuff like that. So it was a lot of stuff to do, a lot of fun stuff. And then you'd always be working, like, even though your projects would be different, you'd always be working with the same company and having the same kind of concepts going on, that it could really be a lot of fun. Like, if that's something that really appeals to you and kind of working in that environment, then it could be perfect. Oh, I just got eaten by a cloud. But that was like the direction I was heading for a while after I had that opportunity of meeting with those people and kind of seeing what their life was like. That's a tall pumpkin. It is a tall pumpkin. It's gonna work out great for the jack-o'-lantern face, okay? We're gonna put it like right here or something. It's gonna be beautiful. Don't you judge my pumpkin. I think we're gonna go 1 up for this height. But I don't know, there's a lot of different aspects to consider, and while that was like the direction I was going with my career for a while, I just like I was saying, when I actually went to a university and I did like the tours, and the more I looked into more classes, I realized that graphic design was just kind of an element that I liked, but marketing was like the theme that I liked, if that makes sense. Like marketing was the whole, where graphic design was the part. And while it would be fun to be able to use a lot of the knowledge I learned, it just wasn't the direction for me, if that makes sense. Apparently this pumpkin is going to be cloud height. Which is fine when the clouds are not currently going through it. It's fine, everything's fine. Unfortunately, this map is a snow biome, so it might snow at some random point, which will mean everything below this point will get snow on it, but the very top of this pumpkin will never get snow on it because it only snows below the clouds, as far as I'm aware. Jake said, got a game, but I'll keep tuning in back periodically. Have a fun stream. Sounds good. Have good games. Win a lot. Thank you for hanging out and sharing your experience with college in the Marines. I hope you have a wonderful day, Jake. Thank you, thank you. And for those of you who are just tuning in, we are building gigantic structures of Halloween vibes. So we have our cute skeleton over here with his red hat and red balloon. I'm not sure why he needs a red hat and balloon, but that's just how he rolls. Then we have our cute small pumpkin over here. This one's probably my favorite of the structures so far, this cute little pumpkin. And then we have the witch's cauldron, which is bubbling out over the top of some nasty, mysterious goo. And right now we're working on building a gigantic pumpkin that we can turn into a jack-o'-lantern. But before we make it a jack-o'-lantern, let's add a nice stem. We used like the powder, like the concrete powder for the other one. I don't think we're going to do that for this one just because it does have to follow like physics. And I'd rather not have to deal with physics. We're done with math. Like PJ said, math is not the vibe. But we are going to have to count to see what the center of this pumpkin is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's 18 across. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh wow, I made an exactly square pumpkin. Okay. So, half of 8 is 9. So we're going to have to count one more time. 1, 2, wait, so right there. Ah! I almost fell off my pumpkin. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. And then of course from over here. Alright, this is our exact square middle of our pumpkin. I don't know what kind of stem we're wanting to give this. I'm thinking kind of like our other one was kind of like a dinky one, but since this pumpkin is so big, I feel like it needs to have a really good stem. Right now it kind of looks like an apple, but if we go up high enough and then we have like a little bit of the curly bit at top, I don't know, does that look like a curly bit? Yeah, that kind of looks right. And then maybe it like comes down some. Oh my gosh, that guy's face is kind of creepy. It's fine. He's beautiful. What am I talking about? He's beautiful, darling. You're not creepy at all. I'm thinking like that for the stem, and then maybe it comes out like one more down here at the bottom. That might be too small though, so we'll have to like zoom out a bit and see how that looks. Maybe a little bit from the side. I do think I want it to be a little bit more overbearing than that. So maybe I'll like add 1 to everything. Just Ozen. I have way too much OCD to make anything look good in Minecraft. I feel that because, I don't know, a lot of it, you can't have it be symmetrical. Like, it needs to be symmetrical in some ways, but like this cauldron, for example, the cauldron is symmetrical, but like the ooze coming out of it had to be very unsymmetrical because it wouldn't really look right if it was symmetrical. And this warty handle, symmetrical could not work there. But for like different things, like the shape of the pumpkin can mostly be symmetrical. So if you want to make symmetrical things that way, you definitely can. But then like for this, where it needs to come out more, and I don't know, certain things to make it look more realistic kind of need to be unsymmetrical. Like I feel like its root needs to come out like kind of randomly in order to look more like the root of the pumpkin. But welcome, first time chatter, how are you? Now that kind of looks possessed. I don't know. I'll work on it in just a second. I'm going to check up on your chat. You said, so just, oh, it's a Q. Just, so how do I pronounce it? Is it Qzen? Just Qzen? But just Qzen says, every time I build a base, I end up running around, clearing grass in like a 500 block square, then adding grass randomly where I think it looks nice, and then removing that again because it's not symmetrical enough. I totally get that. When it comes to building like, ooh, I did not mean to do that. When it comes to building like building structures, I definitely have it be identical everywhere. And I'm like, I don't care if I have to put in this many glass pieces and it's not realistic to have this many windows. It needs to have this many windows so that way it can be symmetrical on every side. Obviously, if one side gets windows, the other side needs windows. Just Q Zen, or whichever you prefer. Okay, maybe I'll call you Just Q. I kind of like that. Just Q. It feels like a superhero name. Like, I don't know, almost like a mix between a superhero name and a supervillain name, so you kind of could go either way. So I'm going to call you Just Q, and you can determine if you want to be the superhero or the supervillain. But yeah, I definitely feel you on the symmetrical. Like, the more I make this pumpkin, like this top piece, I feel like it needs to be unsymmetrical, but then I'm looking at it and I'm like, there's not a single part of this that's symmetrical. But it's fine. It's totally fine. We're fine. Okay, let's see how this looks from a distance. Okay, well, it's not beautiful. But who says it needs to be beautiful? It looks like we're in Adlandia right now. I think I'm going to add just a few more random pieces and try to give this like a little bit of a curly tip like before. I don't know. I don't know how to make things look realistic in Minecraft. Maybe I want it to hang down one more. But like, come out and down one more. Yeah, I think maybe that. I don't know. I think that looks like a pumpkin stem. I think it looks mostly good. We can start working on making it into a jack-o'-lantern now. Oh, hold on. Let me catch up on chat. Just Q said, I found you through YouTube somehow. I don't even really watch gameplay on there, but you somehow managed to beat the algorithm and end up on my recommended. Almost all gameplay I watch is on Twitch, but I guess Google knows I'm obsessed with Phasmophobia. Hey! Welcome from the YouTube world. I can't believe that you got here from YouTube. Out of all of the platforms I'm on, YouTube is the one that gets the least traction. So I'm so glad you're here from YouTube. Welcome. That's exciting. I re-upload all of my streams to YouTube with a teeny bit of a delay. Like I stream twice a week. So my Wednesday streams go live on YouTube on Friday, usually. And then my Saturday streams go live on YouTube on Wednesday. So there's a little bit of a delay. But I stream a lot of Phasmophobia, so your love of Phasmophobia is very welcome here. It is probably the game that I most often play. Wow, that is not a good eye placement. How scary do we want our jack-o'-lantern to be? Let's make it day real quick. Just Q says, I spend almost 24/7 on Twitch and only really watch YouTube when I go to bed. I totally get that. So I spend the majority of my time ungoodly on TikTok, but as for YouTube, I'm the same way. YouTube is like my nighttime thing. I never really watch YouTube unless I'm going to bed. And even then, when I watch YouTube, I watch it more kind of like as I'm falling asleep, so it's not like I watch like super intently. I do love Jay from the Cub Scouts. He's really funny. Oh my gosh. Alright, this jack-o'-lantern, he's gonna be a piece of work. But YouTube is definitely more side screen or less paying attention, I guess. I do watch some Twitch, not a ton. I know I need to watch more of Twitch. A lot of my friends are on Twitch and stuff. What? I don't know how to make this. I don't know, man. This jack-o'-lantern. He's a little sketchy. It's okay. Oh, okay. That made him a little cuter. Maybe he needs to have like his eye poked out a little bit more. I think that made him look less cute. I think I'm gonna put that back. Boop. Is that... No, that's not where I had it. You! Hold on, hold on. This is bad. Hold on, I think what I had was right here. Yeah, okay, that's what I had. Jeez. It's convenient with on-demand videos rather than watching videos of what's on currently. Definitely, especially because something I really like about YouTube is when people cut out like all the loading screens and stuff like that. So when you are wanting more streamlined content, YouTube is definitely the place for that. And he said, you nailed the stem at least. Looks great from the front. Thank you! I do like the stem. I think that's my favorite part of him so far. It's not the best from the sides, but definitely from the front and back, I think the stem looks great. His face definitely needs more work. Maybe his eyes need to go up. Maybe that would give us more room for his mouth. I think what I'm going to do is fill back in his eyes how they were. I think it was like that, yeah. And then we can like rebuild, because I think I did his eyes too low. Also, Minecraft music kicks in very randomly. I did not mean to throw that block. I think his smile needs like right here too. Looking just at his smile, maybe it needs to go out a little bit more, like on these edges carved out a little more. Maybe you could have made the pumpkin block of the stem sink into the pumpkin. Basically everything with the stem just down one block. It might look better from above. Everything with the stem but one down. None of this is symmetrical. If I tried to recreate this stem one down, it would look nothing alike because I did not do any counting. I'm trying to think how I could do that without completely destroying the stem. I could just lower the pumpkin. No, I could raise the pumpkin one, and that would make the stem in one. The Minecraft music is a bit loud compared to your voice. I will fix that. We'll put music at like 64. Alright, how's that sound? If that is still too loud, I can fix it. But I can do that, where I make the pumpkin a little bit taller. And then that's kind of the same equivalent of sinking the stem down one. So we could see what that looks like. It wouldn't be too much of a fix. If we go down 50%, should be better. Okay. Where am I looking? Music and sound. Weather. Not weather. I'm looking at weather right here. We'll put it at 45. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the Minecraft music, so if you guys even want like the Minecraft music killed, I can kill the Minecraft music. I preferred their older music style, which was a little bit more, I don't know, it was more themed. I feel like it was kind of like kiddie, but it was cute in the sense that it was like, I don't know, very specific, and I had like the skeleton vibes and stuff. Okay, how does that look? And then his eyes will be up a little bit higher. Just Q says I often turn off the music when I play Minecraft. I get that. Jake says original Minecraft soundtrack was so soothing for me. I know, their original music was worth listening to. Their newer music is kind of corny, and I feel like it doesn't really fit the vibe. So we will kill it. No music for Minecraft. Um, and Just Q says, I have royalty-free lo-fi music to fill the silence when I stream. I tend to stay away from playing music on streams just because I do re-upload to YouTube. The jack-o'-lantern looks great. Thank you! He's missing eyeballs! And I need to go fix the top part. But thank you. I think it's gonna be cute. I like his stem. We're just gonna fill this in real quick as a way to sink the stem in one without having to actually rebuild the whole stem, since there's no way I could recreate it the way I built it. This stem is a one-of-a-kind, uncounted, random masterpiece that if I tried to rebuild it, it would look nothing alike. Nothing at all. And I kind of like how it turned out, so we're doing this method of sinking it in. We're doing like the low-budget way. Jake says he's a work in progress. He is. He's gonna be beautifully terrifying one day. He's getting there. And then Just Q says there's a plugin for OBS that allows you to record sources separately, so you can record the game and your webcam as separate files and just combine them in editing. I do like that. I don't know if, I'm guessing that you stream Just Q. The way that I re-upload to YouTube is I just use Twitch's built-in like export, and so I can just export straight to YouTube, and then I just use like the trim in YouTube to cut off the beginning. Obviously, when I make my more in-depth YouTube videos that are not re-uploaded streams, like when I do the Heavy Rain videos, which one will be coming out today, those ones I obviously do like all of my editing in like Premiere Pro, great program. And so those have a little bit more specifics to it. Wow. His smile might be, I don't know, he's looking a little spooky. But he is supposed to be spooky, I guess. So maybe it's fine. Oh, you know what? I went up one higher. There. Let's see how that looks. You know what? I like him. He's a little sketchy looking, but that's all good jack-o'-lanterns are sketchy. We'll go ahead and add his eyes in. You think it's called Source Record? I'll definitely look into that. That will definitely be helpful for when I'm using like editing in Premiere Pro. But for exporting specific YouTube video, like streams to YouTube, I wouldn't be able to separate the audios like that. And YouTube is a lot more picky about what is considered like, I don't know, like non-copyright. Okay, those are just dots, but I'm looking for height. I think that's about the height we want the eyes. Just Q says, then what you can do in OBS settings is select one of the audio channels for the Twitch VOD and only send the sounds you want for your VOD to YouTube for the audio channel. I will definitely look into that. Source record. I'm going to write that down in my phone real quick. So, I'm so sorry for breaking the fourth wall and pulling out a phone and reminding you guys that we're in 2024, but I want to write that down. So, hold on. So, I'm just going to do it OBS source record. And you called that a plugin, right? I just want to make sure that like when I'm Googling it, I can find it easily. There's a plugin. Okay, plugin. There. Now I have all the info I need to be able to do the plugin. And to do the Google search to find out more about it. The Twitch VOD thing is built into OBS. Okay. Thank you. I'm definitely more of a noob when it comes to Twitch than I am with YouTube. I feel like there's a lot of helpful videos out there for figuring out YouTube and learning how to do all the setup and stuff like that, where Twitch is kind of more figure it out on your own. You got this, bud. So I think his eyes are too close, but I really appreciate any help for Twitch just because I really don't know much about the platform. Hold on, I did not do that evenly. Hold on, let's fill this guy in a little bit. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I do see inconsistencies in his eyeballs. Wait. He has like an extra dot. Like right here. Oh wait, no, this whole section's gone. That's what it is. Okay, do we like him? Should I keep fiddling with the eyes, or should I kind of fill him in with fire? I'm kind of leaning towards fire, but I don't know, something about the eyes doesn't feel right. I think they look too happy, almost. Like I want him to look creepier. Maybe up and out. Settings, output mode, advanced. Twitch VOD track, set it to 2 and leave audio track 1. I'm just going to take a picture of that on my phone. I mean, obviously I can come back to this chat too, and I will do that. But having a picture on my phone better reminds me to do that. Maybe I kind of want to leave this random floating block. I don't know. Now it looks like he has eyelashes. I don't really like the eyelash vibes. Okay, we're gonna try that. That made him look happier. I want him to look less happy and more creepy. Maybe I need to have him like angled down eyebrows. So maybe leave this part open, but this part go in. Just Q says, then the cogwheel button under audio mixer opens up the advanced audio properties where you can choose what channel everything goes to. Okay. Thank you. Ooh, okay, I got an idea. I think this block, I know it was one block, but I think it will sell it. Yeah, okay. Now we're gonna break one right here too. So this way he has wide eyes, but then angled eyebrows. Yeah, okay. I like that way better. I think we made him into the creepy one. The only thing I think I might change is I might delete that bottom row right there to make his mouth just a little bit more open. I kind of like that this kind of gives the vibe of a nose. Sorry if I just dumped a bunch of information. I've helped so many streamers at this point. No, I appreciate it. I think it's really helpful. There's a lot that is hard to just know on Twitch, so literally having someone like give that info is really helpful. Because like I've said, basically my knowledge of how to do things is 100% built off of like YouTube videos and stuff like that. And a lot of times they're outdated or they don't match like the version of OBS that you have or whatever. There's a lot of different things, and so sometimes just having somebody who knows that stuff and can helps a lot. So I really appreciate you telling me your advice. Okay, I think I want to put those two pieces back, low-key. Doop. I think it was these two. No, it was not those two. I think it was these two. Yeah, okay, I think it was that. No, it wasn't. I don't know what I changed, but I didn't like it. And now his mouth needs to go down more. I just don't know what I did. Trying to follow the weird cutout that I have. Maybe it was like that. Now he looks like he has two little teeth. I'm not sure I like the teeth part, but maybe I can just cut from here. And it still looks like teeth. I have no idea what I changed. He has so many random features. Maybe we'll just commit to the teeth. Yeah, I kind of like it because then he looks kind of like he's melting. If I wasn't so lazy, I would actually make some tutorials for this kind of stuff. You totally should. As a tutorial watcher, I highly recommend making tutorials. There was actually a large section of time where I was making tutorials about like how, like stuff you need to know about YouTube. Like I made an entire video about like YouTube TOS and what you need to know for TOS, specifically as a gaming YouTuber, about different stuff that YouTube has that is different than other things, and like a lot of their rules on how much blood can be shown and whether or not you can have violent or graphic scenes and what some of the exclusions are. Like, I went into a huge deep dive. There was a while where I was really into like educational videos. Obviously I did it on a different channel, but those kind of videos do take a while and a lot of research and a lot of editing. So unfortunately that only lasted a few months of what I think were really high quality videos. Before I decided to scrap that channel idea, unfortunately. But I highly recommend it for anyone who has the time, energy, and willingness to make videos like that. Make those videos because they are so helpful and so wanted, and so many people will watch those videos. Speaking as both a maker of those videos and a heavy watcher of those kind of videos. And if you guys were here earlier for my expansive, like very long talk about careers, as you can tell, I'm a little bit of a hopper, unfortunately. There's a lot of things that I like, and I will try all of them. But unfortunately that does mean that, like, what's that saying? There's like, I don't know, there's like greatness of all, master of none, or great of none, master of one. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but that's kind of mine, of the great of all but master of none, because I switch a lot and try a lot of different things, that I do end up being great at a lot of things, but then I'm a master at nothing. Which, by the way, jobs hate that. They want you to just do the master of one thing. Especially for resumes, they're like, oh, you like to try different things? That's bad. Same. Yeah, same. There's just so many cool things you can do in life, and I like to explore them. Alright, let's go see, oh my gosh, let's see what this jack-o'-lantern looks like. Alright, so we have a couple options for this guy. Oh my gosh. Alright, we can leave it like this. We can set fire to the wall and set it tonight and enjoy him burning. Or we can just go put some, like, torches in there. I kind of want to see what he would look like on fire. I'm not sure how fast the wool will burn. It might burn too fast to set it aflame, but I don't think the pumpkin will catch on fire because I think I made him out of clay, right? No, I made him out of terracotta. Maybe we should check and see if terracotta burns. I think it's called the flint. Yeah, flint and steel. Okay, let's see if terracotta burns. If it doesn't start melting away the terracotta, then I believe we can set the wool on fire, and the wool should burn and the terracotta shouldn't. Oh, well, it didn't spread. Okay, that might be a problem. I was hoping it would spread, but maybe it would spread up. Let's try that real quick. Maybe if I set it on fire at the bottom, it would spread up and we can make the the jack-o'-lantern look cool. Okay. It burned the top one, then the bottom one, then the middle one? Alright, we might not be able to burn him very easily. But the terracotta did not burn, so I think that part's good. So the pumpkin should be fine. Just Q said, I am decently good at many things, but very few things I've mastered. Exactly. That is 100% my problem, too. Oh, no. Hold on. We gotta put that back. Alright, I'm gonna attempt... It is nighttime now, so I am going to attempt to set all of the wool on fire. But it might not look very pretty. Oh, I can't just put it straight here? Okay, I guess we're gonna... Let's just run. I know I was on fire, it's fine. Okay. Let's go see what this looks like. It's not quite what I was hoping for, but he is kind of fun to watch him burn from the inside. I mean, it is kind of cute. I like that. We could also just leave him empty inside, like he doesn't have lights inside. We could try that. He did look a little incomplete, though, like we just forgot to put the candle in there. But I do like watching him burn. That's kind of fun. Ooh, I could hide the lights. Like, put it on, like, put torches on the inside of the terracotta. And so he's still hollow inside, but then he's lit up from the inside. I don't know, that might work. We didn't actually burn all of the wool, so let's set a few more aflame to handle that. I did like watching him burn though, that was fun. So I'm glad that we at least lit him on fire once, if not all of him. And I'm glad that terracotta don't burn. That's part of the reason why I didn't switch between our two oranges as I was building him, is because I did want to set him on fire. I am sad that PJ didn't get to see the fire inside his head, because I know she wanted to, but I still liked it. I think it was cute. Something's still burning? What is still burning in here? Oh, the ground. Okay. So let's set it back to day for now. We can set it back to night when we're ready. But I'm thinking that we could do a torch. What are those? That's cute. Minecraft adds so many new things all the time. Actually, maybe we do need it to be night so that we can see how we light things up. So time set. Oh my gosh, you don't like it all caps? I guess it's day, yeah? Whatever. We can type things. What am I doing before? Time set day. Alright, time set night. Or midnight? What? Should be time set night. What is the problem here? Okay, we're good. I don't know why I couldn't figure that out. So I'm thinking if I put it at the edge of every orange thing, that it will look like he's glowing from the inside without actually having to put anything on the inside. We'll have to see what it looks like from a distance, but I think it should create the correct vibe that we're going for. I just realized though, if you're like in real life, if you're doing like a jack-o'-lantern, you're not supposed to have the top on. But you know what, it's fine. I'm not removing my beautiful stem. My stem was amazing. There we go. I think that's right. Maybe one right here. Then over here, I think this could be cool. I might have to go put like a ton more torches on and just lather his entire face in torches. It'll be hard to know. Oh. It's okay. Let's go see what it looks like. It could be cool. Wait, I forgot right here. It could be cool. Let's go see. It could be amazing. I think we do want to have his entire face in light. I don't know. You can't really see his stem anymore. I could put... Nah, I don't know. Let's just layer his whole face in torches real quick and see how that looks and if we like it. I think it could be cool. It would even out his brightness a little bit, I think, if we covered his entire face in it. So that's going to be our goal. I don't know why I said goal like it had, like, multiple A's. But we're rolling with it. Everything's fine. This is so much fire. I'm so glad this can't catch on fire and that torches don't actually catch anything on fire. You guys are in Atlantia right now, so I think everything's going to work out. You have no idea because you can't hear me, but it's beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Oh, I guess we don't need to go that far. Alright, I'm just doing the bends a little bit to make sure he's evenly lit. We'll just go down. Welcome back from Atlantia, my friends. I did just do an outline of his face, and I wasn't totally in love with it, so right now we are just completely filling in his face with fire. It's great. Everything is great and beautiful, and sunshines and puppy dogs. I think we're going to do this row and then leave it at that. And then I need to do the other side, but we're really close. Actually, we did this too, so we'll come down. We're really close to having it be that his entire face in flames. So I think we're good. Okay, that's even. We'll go down this low is all. Welcome back. Let's see, I came over, so I didn't touch that part. Okay, I want it to be, like you were saying, just cute. I want it to be at least, like, even-ish. Yeah, we did, oh no! What? Hold on, maybe it's fine. No, that's essential? What did I do wrong over there? Alright, well, he's not symmetrical, apparently. I don't know how that happened. Maybe I just have like an extra block that's unneeded right there. That could be what I did wrong. We're gonna hope that that's all I did wrong, because if I find out this guy is not symmetrical, I'm gonna be so sad. I thought I made him perfect. He's perfect in my head. Alright, so we're almost done with the torches. Yeah, right there. I'm so glad that this doesn't, like, burn everything down. Even though logically this should burn everything down. This is so much fire. Now, as long as this doesn't crash stream, it's fine. I think it's fine. Oh, no, I missed some spots. Okay. Perfect! You know, he's plenty lit up. So, now that he is completely on fire, let's go see how he looks in the nighttime. You know what? I like him. I like him. He's got just enough creepiness to be a jack-o'-lantern, but he's still a little bit on the cute side. I kind of wonder if I should put some flames on top to kind of have, you know how like jack-o'-lanterns kind of glow on the outside edge? I wonder if I could go like up here and just cut out one layer and have like torches like this. Like, I wonder how that would look. I mean, if you don't see above, I think it could be cute, but the problem is if you fly above it all, then you'll see that he has these holes. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll try it, and then if I don't like it, I'll put them back. See, I feel just like you, just cute, because then, like, everything has to be perfect, and so you end up just going back and forth in Minecraft, like, doing the same thing over and over, because what if it could be better? Like, yeah, it's cool, but what if it was better than cool? What if it was perfect? So we're gonna attempt perfecity here. That's right, perfecity is a word now. No. I think it could look cool, because that's kind of like a key part of jack-o'-lanterns, is that little part where it glows at the roof from you putting the hat back on. So I think it would look cool. The stem is kind of in my way. Oh well. We'll destroy our perfect stem and go back and look at it. Alright, Cloud, you gotta move. I'm trying to see our masterpiece. I think in general I'm liking it though. We'll have to look more from the side. I think I like that I added this like roof of light, because it does make him have kind of more of that vibe that like you can take off the top. But I think he's cute. Let's set time back to day, and I will show you guys my other creations if you weren't here for them. So our beautiful jack-o'-lantern. We actually started off with making a lumpy pumpkin. It was my favorite creation to begin with, but I think it got replaced with the jack-o'-lantern. Then we made, he's eaten by a cloud right now, but we made this beautiful, semi-scary looking skeleton who is somewhat logical for how long his limbs are. He has a cute little red hat and a red balloon, because, why not? I did debate giving him a cape, but I think he's good with just his hat and his balloon. Then we made the witch's cauldron, which is beautiful. It's got, like, stuff bubbling out on the side. It was kind of hard to build the cauldron itself, just because it was so dark, but I think it came out well. We got, like, the warty spoon. I like it. Very cutesy, very demure. Then we have our jack-o'-lantern, which has become my favorite structure. I do really like his, stem. I think his stem is amazing. I do like how his face glows. I wish these clouds would go away so you could see his head better than you're seeing it right now. But I do think we are going to end stream here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be live again Wednesday night at around 8:30 p.m. MST. We're going to be doing some probably Phasmophobia. We might be doing Dead by Daylight, but probably Phasmophobia. You like it? He's so cute. Here, wait, let me turn it back to night in case you didn't see it, because he's so cute. Look how cute. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back Wednesday. I'm so glad you found me from YouTube. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I know it's not night, so happy evening or whenever you're watching this. It looks great. Thank you. Anyways, we're going to be ending stream in, as soon as I find it, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.